Hey guys, what's going on? Moth Marauder here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Bandai Movie Monster Series Godzilla Ultima figure from Godzilla Singular Point. So anyways, let's get started with the tag first, as always. Alright guys, here's the tag. As you can see, there's a nice picture of Godzilla Ultima. Right here it says Godzilla Ultima, then there's Godzilla Singular Point. And on the inside, has the basic shit, such as, the silhouette, the name, and all that. Here's the back. You have this really nice artwork of Godzilla Ultima. So, yeah. That's pretty much the tag. And on to the figure itself. Now, when it comes to accuracy, for the most part, this is fairly accurate to how he looked like in Godzilla Singular Point. I mean, the tail should be a little bit longer, like almost Shin Godzilla length, but it's understandable that they made it a little bit shorter. So yeah, I'll let that shit slide, or whatever. The face is decently, accurate and all that. You have the dorsal plates there, which look nice. So when it comes to accuracy, it's fairly well done. And for the sculpt, it's really impressive. Like, all this detail, like on the legs here, the back, or the side, or whatever. There's the stomach. This looks like he has abs right here. The spikes on his neck and chest. Underneath his arms, there's some spikes right there. They're just not colored. But I'll get into more of that when I get to paint job. I personally think the teeth or the fangs should be a little bit sharper, but oh well. Here's the dorsal plates again. They're nicely sculpted and all that. Little details on there. Here's his tail. Looks really nice. Here's the feet. He even has these claws in the back here. So, yeah, the sculpting is really well done. And when it comes to paint job, for the most part, the paint job is pretty good. Although, I do think the paint job should be improved in some areas. Like, for example, on his dorsal plates, I mean, they're silver like they should be. But, the lines in the middle that look like veins, those should be red. Like, as you can see here on the card, I'm not sure if you can see it with the fucking glare. But if you can see on the card, and in the show, of course, he has red in his dorsal plates. So yeah, as a result, it makes it look like they're big-ass veins, and which they probably are, After all, they are part of Godzilla's body, so yeah. So I wish they added some red here, and not only that, but I wish they colored the spikes on Godzilla's elbows or bottom of his wrists or whatever. Aside from that, the paint job is pretty well done. So yeah. Aside from the silver on his dorsal plates and on the spikes here, he has some silver and stuff, or white, that is, on the toes and the claws and the teeth, which looks good. Now that I think about it, I think the eyes should have pupils on them. But the eyes are so damn tiny, it's understandable that they didn't add any pupils. Alright, now into articulation. He has the basics. The arms, as you saw earlier, the arms move like that. They would go 360, but his big-ass thunder thighs get in the way. Even though he can't move the arms 360, he can move the legs 360, like this. You just have to make sure the arms are in the right position for the legs to move 360. And that is pretty much it for articulation and shit. Alright, now let's get on to some sizing before I get to Rarity. Now, I don't have a Singular Point Jet Jaguar, so I'm just going to have to compare him with the Showa Jet Jaguar by Playmates. This is pretty decent from what I remember. Now, if I'm remembering correctly, Godzilla Ultima, like from what I hear, Godzilla Ultima is supposed to be 45 meters. Now, if this is the case, then that means that Godzilla Ultima is by far the smallest Godzilla. But anyways, yeah, nonetheless, this is actually pretty decent. They were roughly the same height, I believe. Now let's try the other anime Godzilla, Godzilla Earth. Or is this Godzilla Phileas? Fuck it. I still don't know which Godzilla this one's supposed to be, whether it's Earth or Phileas. Although due to the lack of the beard thing, I'm guessing it's Phileas, but I don't know for certain. But yeah, just thought I'd show you guys the comparisons between the two anime Godzillas. Now, when it comes to rarity, this figure should be fairly common to find. I got this guy on Amazon, of course. But there's actual figures of Ultima's previous forms from Singular Point, like Terrestris and all that. But I personally think Ultima here is probably the most common out of all the Singular Point Godzilla form figures. So, yeah. But that's just me. I could be wrong, of course. So, yeah. Overall, I would have to assume this figure is pretty common for the most part, compared to the other Singular Point Godzilla figures. So that's pretty much it. Overall, it's a really good figure, and I'm happy to have a Godzilla Ultima figure in my collection. So yeah. And that's pretty much it for this review. Detail's pretty good. Paint job's good for the most part, although it could improve in some areas. Articulation, he has the basic 4 arms and legs. And for rarity, he should be fairly common, I think. So, in the end, I give this figure a 4 out of 5. A 4 because, like I've said, I think they should have added some red in the dorsal plates and colored the spikes underneath his arms here. But aside from that, like I said, this is a really nice figure. So yeah, and I think Godzilla Ultima is pretty cool. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.